Now to the passing of Pope Francis. It is Thursday morning in Rome. These are live pictures from St. Peter's Basilica, which did not close at midnight as scheduled. So even in the early morning hours there, people are still paying respects to the late pontiff. Among them are Tony Aiello. Tony, I am so happy personally for you that you had that moment of quiet reflection. What was it like to be inside St. Peter's at 3 a.m. Rome time?
Truly, truly memorable, Jessica. The Basilica was almost silent and almost empty. The crowds from earlier in the day were gone, and it was quite moving to see Rome police officers and sanitation workers taking advantage of the lull to pray at the coffin of the late Pope. We were told not to take close-up video of the scene at the base of that magnificent altar. I'm Catholic, and so I prayed for the soul of Pope Francis and gave thanks for his service to the world. St. Peter's is filled with elaborate tombs of popes from centuries gone by, with huge sculptures. They're highly decorated. It is striking to think that Pope Francis will be buried at a church 2 miles east of the Vatican with just a simple monument, no decoration, except for his name in Latin, Franciscus. He also directed that his funeral rites be simplified, and a Vatican official says Francis wanted the funeral of, quote, a shepherd and disciple of Christ, and not of a powerful man of the world. Jessica.
Tony, so touching to know that the police officers and sanitation workers who have been serving the crowds there also had a moment to reflect. A lot of powerful people are traveling to Rome for the funeral on Saturday, including President Trump.
Yeah, that's right. 170 heads of state and government and other dignitaries planning to attend. And already security is tightening. There are checkpoints and closed roads. Ambulances and first aid stations are set up with medics and nurses already staffing them. Pope Francis consistently polled with close to 80% job approval over the 12 years of his papacy. So it is understandable the huge crowds for visitation this week are already exceeding expectations. Jess.
I know it's been a long day for you, but we have really appreciated your reports. And again, so glad you had that moment. Thank you, Tony. And we will bring you the funeral of Pope Francis on Saturday morning in a CBS News special report. Coverage begins at 4 a.m. on air and streaming on CBS News New York.